All right, so you guys are in the tomb of Rashidi, and last week was an eventful week.
Yeah, I read the
You
summary. It was pretty
yeah,
funny.
I was like, I gotta write a summary. What happened last
Session
week?
log.
Well, one thing happened last week. You guys walked into the main room. You killed Rashidi, or some sort of corpse of Rashidi and friends. He had a few friends around, and then Rashidi died. He left behind a fancy-looking crown, so fancy that Saren couldn't resist putting it on his head. And then
Now he's dying.
he cannot get it off of his head.
Very charismatic, though.
And it raises charisma score to 20. But it also is giving him some dark thoughts. And that's it. There you go. That's your recap. Everyone got it?
Something was making a loud sound.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys have been through most of this place. You got to. You're over.
What is it?
Oh yeah. It can be over there. There you go. Yeah. Krog's eating them bad berries. He ate some of the dung beetles in here. I got his belly all.
He had one of those moldy banana muffins.
Yeah. They were sitting out when we walked in the entrance, and he was like, "Oh,
It's
dang!"
like, hey, these look delicious. These are homemade.
Only he didn't look at the bottom. He just ate it.
He just ate it. And then he looked at his fingers and they were fuzzy, and he was like, "That's weird."
That's not right.
You got this like gate, this gated door here on to your left and to your right, and there is some sarcophagi there, and the lids are kind of rumbling and scratching and thump 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 noise coming from there. And there's also you can sort of make out there's rumbling elsewhere in this tomb dungeon as well. You have just walked through the weapon room. Lots of old weapons, nicely crafted. Old though. If any of them like. There's like some really good spears there, and you see the spear tips are in really good shape, but the wooden haft,
Yeah.
whatever that word is, the stick, is clearly rotting away. So if you wanted to keep any of these weapons, if they have any sort of wood in them, they'll need to be fixed.
Yeah.
Do any of them appear to be magical? Like no rust or anything on them? Just like pristine looking, or are they all tarnished a bit?
You can take some time to look it over, because they're also like sort of, not only are they the ones that you can see kind of rotten looking, but a lot of the vines and moss has overgrown onto them as well. But from first glance, no, nothing looks magical.
What is that sound?
What sound? That sound? The clanking in
The sound effects.
the sound effects? That?
What is the sound
I
that
heard
we
it
hear?
again.
It's something in the sarcophagus banging on it, trying to get out.
Oh, okay. I thought you said that we heard something like over in this direction.
You do hear a little bit of a... It's too quiet to make out what it is, but it's something bassy.
Can you summon me to the board?
There you go.
Yay, thank you.
Well,
There we go.
Should we go ahead and take these ones out?
let me check these doors for traps.
Wait, why do we even need to open them?
Hey, if there's something more difficult up ahead, I'd rather get this settled in case we have to run back and maybe they come out. Let's just kill them. Let's get them now.
I want to glance over the doors for traps.
Okay, investigation check.
12.
Looks like a jail cell door, but just more ornate.
Is it locked?
Yeah. Locked, but as you kind of push away some of the vines and moss, it's old, and so it wouldn't take much of a yank to undo it. Like you could fiddle with a lock to pick it, but it'd probably be just as easy just to yank it real hard and open it.
Our only guy with... Actually, no, Zarik. Zarik!
What?
Can you open this door?
I'm gonna cast resistance on Zarik.
I'm stepping away from it when he does it.
Yeah,
Just in
I'm
case I
gonna...
was wrong.
What door do you want me to bash open?
Take your pick.
Flip a
What are we
coin.
opening these doors for?
I don't know.
It looks like they could be opened easily by whatever's going to come out, so we might as well get rid of it while it's not coming
Does it
after
appear
us.
they're gonna get out? Or are these things like
The
pretty
lids are
sealed
like
shut?
shifting around, right?
They're shifting around, but they're not. No, they're not. They're not like sliding around. It's
Just noise
for your
from them, like,
2 minutes that you've been
scratching.
standing here watching these guys. It does not appear that they are going to be able to push this thing open if it stays like this.
What does that mean, DM? If it stays like this?
If it stays like this, like it's been the past 2 minutes, they will not be able to get out. You have 2 minutes of information.
And also, as in the past 1,000 years or whatever they've been in here.
Yeah, if we don't, I guess if I don't think they're gonna be able to get out, let's head forward.
Okay.
Let's do it.
It behooves us to hurry.
I will check this door for traps.
Okay,
What?
roll that investigation
Got it.
check.
Guidance.
Okay, as you're
25.
looking over this door, and you see where there is a handle, just like it shows there, and there was a small little wire on that handle, and you follow that wire into the door, and you're kind of following around, and you see there is 3 little holes in the top of the lintel, the door jamb at the very top, as if something would protrude from that hole. And as you get a small whiff of something gaseous.
Can I disarm it?
You feel as long as that wire isn't tripped. So with that investigation, you could figure out a way of snipping that wire or settling that wire aside to not trip it.
Okay. I will do that.
Okay.
So move that aside, and then is the door locked?
It is not locked.
What do I hear? Can I put my ear to the door and see? Because the sound is coming from that side, right?
Mm-hmm. Give me a
I'll
perception.
try to get a better. Yeah. 12.
Nothing really. You put your ear to the door. There's clearly something back there, and you hear this similar to what you heard in those sarcophagus with bumping and scratching.
Well,
get
nothing
ready for
left
whatever
but-
this is, and I'm going to
Exactly.
throw the door open and then step to the side.
Okay. You throw the door open,
Step to this side if it's a pull.
and nothing happens.
I'll just
Look
walk
down
through
there. Is anything down there?
As you peek in, so all these sarcophaguses, sarcophagi,
Sarcophagi.
even the one on the end, you can hear there is something in there, and they're scratching and trying to get out. These
Everybody
two,
watch your step.
and this one at the end,
Hmm.
you're not sure about these other two.
Eru, lead the way. Check for traps. Every step.
I will go
I'll cast
slowly
guidance on
and be
him.
watching steps, I guess.
I'm gonna get right behind him so I can cast guidance on him.
You need investigation.
4. You're looking for traps?
Yeah.
I'll just keep yours that you've got for a bit.
Okay.
You seem to this is just like the rest of the first part of the dungeon you came into, where it's dirty, moldy, not moldy, but mossy and vine covered, but you don't see any traps within here.
How about that sound? Is it getting louder now?
It is coming from, so there's some sounds coming from here. And the sound that's, as you open this door, and you can clearly make out it is this sarcophagus right here, and that whatever's in there is hitting it hard, boom, 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 and you can see the lid jiggle just the slightest bit, and this one over here is scratching.
Anyone got some? What is this sarcophagus made out of? Stone.
Stone.
Anyone got some stone shape? Seal that up.
I can. I can
That's
only
it.
do it twice.
I wouldn't worry about it right now.
Okay.
I think we can just leave by the time it gets out, right?
I don't know.
Let's
The
just
door's
keep
shut
moving
behind
safe.
us, didn't it?
The door you knew originally came into this mountain, yeah, shut behind you.
Maybe it's open. Plus, we have stone shape.
Okay, so we're going towards the entrance then.
Yes.
Still looking for traps as I walk.
Okay. This sarcophagus over here, as you walk by, is scratching. This one is quiet. And you enter this room here, and you can hear more noises. It appears that all of these sarcophagi have, or 90% of the sarcophagi have awakened whatever's in there, and they're thumping, scratching.
There's probably stairs in one of them. It's a fake sarcophagus.
I wouldn't do that.
I feel the need to check the empty ones now.
There is an open sarcophagus here with a dead one in it.
We
That's the
saw
one
that.
killed. It's still dead.
Yep. It's dust.
Oh, that's right. Okay, back at the entrance here.
Yep, you have stairs leading up, mossy covered stairs leading up, and it doesn't. There's not even a door there. There's a sheer rock.
Well, this is closed unless you can open it.
Yeah.
Can I investigate? Is there a lever anywhere in this room that it looks like it would open it?
Give me an investigation for this door.
Ooh.
26.
Okay. You look into this door, and it is sealed to keep things in here. You do not see any mechanisms or any. You don't see anything that alludes to this being able to be opened. So there is a mechanism, though, that shut it as you lit that torch. But you don't see any way of opening it from the door here. Other than just, like, maybe forcing your way through it.
Well, Sunny Cheeks, I think you're up.
All right. I'm going to cast Stone Shape.
Okay. What's that's 5 feet, right?
Yeah, 5 feet in any dimension.
Okay. And you're gonna just melt
Punch
a
a
hole
little
basically
door in
and
it. Yep.
peer this thing open.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. So it takes you just a minute, and you slowly start to melt this thing away and carve a hole into this stone. And you can see the sun
Fantastic.
beaming in. And you have an open door.
I'll probably want to close this up on the way out, but
Yeah, I agree.
That's a good idea.
For the best.
and I'm
Maybe
out.
when we're done with this, we come back here and rid the rest of these things.
Yeah.
Okay, we go out
Okay.
and seal the hole
You,
behind us.
you jump off and you
Yeah.
jump to your death.
Ah!
Okay.
Yeah.
You step out and you are back outside. It's reasonably flat land. You're in a forest. There is the pyramid-shaped hill behind you, which you now kind of make out with all the pyramid shapes that you guys saw in here. And you are in a forest in enemy territory. Birds are chirping.
Man, guys, I really need a nap.
I could use
It would be great, yes.
a long rest myself.
Hey, zombie.
But
Dang it.
I'm not sure where we're going to find that.
Well, we're gonna have to find something since he's like being taken over by an evil crown or something.
How many more days on that cloak?
Yeah. Okay.
3 days.
3 days.
I mean, we could just try it right now if you want.
Sure. What's the worst that could happen?
So you have identified it, right? So I'll tell you what it does. Basically, every
Harder to land.
Bigger chance of a mishap. Right?
every day short takes you one step down the list. And so if you look at teleport, do you have a teleport spell? I'll tell you here. So let's see. So
I
you've
can look up
got,
the teleport spell.
not counting permanent circle, but very, so you go 1, 2, 3, 4. There's basically 5 levels of this. So if you do this in the first 3 days, you're basically going to be going not where you want to go.
Gotcha.
But like if you are very familiar with the place, then you have a 75% chance of going where you want to go. But if you cast 75, if you do that, very familiar where you want to go, but you do it now, you're going to be, you got 3 days to go, so you're going to be 3 days down. Which puts you into just a description of the place, which means you only have a 25% chance of going where you want to go.
Oh. Dang.
But
Well-
you have a 50% chance of going. Well, you see, okay, so maybe I should tell you the mishap chance. So your mishap chance, if you're very familiar with it, 5%.
Okay.
If you've seen it casually, which is the next step down, is you got a 33% chance.
Yeah.
And then it goes down to 43% chance, and then it stays at 43%, and then it goes to 50. So your
We should be
mishap.
picking up objects.
We should be
And-
what?
A mishap will send you kind of a random place, and you get damage, 3d10 damage.
Yeah, if you have an associated object, it's supposed to lock on. Like a
Oh, yeah,
circle
yep,
would.
yep.
So we need to be picking up stuff from places that we need to teleport to.
Oh. Yeah, that would be smart. I should have looked up the spell teleport.
I'm assuming that they told us that because we had them identify it for us, Mithra and them.
Yeah, we'll kind of figure that in there.
So when we get to the outside here, I'll try to find because this thing is a buried temple, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll try to find a piece of stone that's from it, and I'll try to get a piece to keep and give it to Sunny Cheeks. Take this for if we need to come back here.
Oh, okay. Wait. That looks like an awfully heavy rock.
It's in my hand.
Could you just take it, please?
I'm afraid the wind might blow me away already.
Well, this will hold you down then.
Lay it down. There you go. Strap it to your head.
Strap it to your head. Wear it like a helmet.
Alright, I'll take the rock. Add equipment. Rock.
Okay.
To
Rock
temple.
from temple, pyramid, buried temple, Rashidi's burial.
Rashidi's tomb.
As you
There
step
you go.
outside, you are greeted with the twinge of goblin homes catching fire.
Found them. It smells like goblin.
Yeah. At least it wasn't us.
What the heck?
A bit of a
Idiot.
reminder.
Say
You guys you have a hill, and on the other side of this hill, kind of leads into a bit of a an open stretch. About 30 minutes if you book it, an hour if on a casual walk to the town. And you can still hear that river to your west. And you guys are just to your east, not too far to your east, just on the other side of this hill is where the trees clear out. And you go back into the open plains. You know that there was some lizards to your south at the forest exit. And you know some lizards went this direction that you guys, but northwest of you right now.
Yeah, we were trying to use the tree line of the forest to go follow the road.
Can you guys see where I'm marking? This might be a little bit more...
We're on a different map now?
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, I'll use your character here. You see where your character is?
Yeah.
Okay, so you came in here, and you are in here, basically. The town... well, maybe this isn't the best description. Let me... I want to move the whole thing. Town's a little bit further over. Here, let's do this. Here we go. Scoot this over just a little bit. There we go. Okay. So you are basically like right there. Ah! You fell in the trees. You're right here.
Okay.
And so you can go out into a little bit of an open field to get to the town. You got to the left, you got a river. You're in the forest right now. You know there is a fort of something, lizard folk you assume, right by this road here as well.
Okay.
And your mountain you're at right, which is here, is there. Where your bubble is.
Yeah.
And you've got that town, the town of I don't remember the name of the town.
So these are all lizard folk town, right?
Yeah, you are in lizard folk lands. Town of Valen. Which, as far as you understand, it is the furthest pre-attack from the lizards to the south. It's the furthest southernmost lizard folk town.
And there's a road going like north out of it.
Yeah, north.
And presumably
east.
towards Talon.
Yep.
Okay.
Talon is pretty much due north, but the road kind of bends around some rivers.
And I suppose the question then is, all the lizard folk trying to kill us, or just the military?
I don't know. Do we have any way of Arrow? Maybe you could scout ahead. Maybe scout town, see if you see humans or other races.
I could try that. I would prefer to wait till nightfall if I'm going to try to do that.
Yeah, it'd be for the best.
Okay. We will set up, maybe set up a dome for a while.
Yeah, let's get a short rest in. All right, everybody, gather around.
It is, you weren't in there very long, so it's not even noon yet.
It's the middle of the day. Let's lie down.
You basically got up.
Oh, I thought we had like a few. Well, I guess it was only a couple hours to get towards close to the town.
Yeah, you got up. You walked east a couple hours. You stumbled into this tomb. You were in here for not even an hour, even though it was 2 sessions. And then you've come back out. It's maybe 11:30.
Let me see what I can see. Hold on. And I'll climb to the top of a tree that's not right on the outside and follow up my spyglass and see if I can see anything that isn't a lizard folk in the town.
You have to, if you get up on top of this hill, you'll be able to get a good view. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Ooh. 22.
It is a lizard folk town, and that's all you see are lizard folk. You can see a hefty military presence near the fort. The town itself is looking pretty run down. Like a lot of the outskirts of town are either abandoned or they seem to be just kind of unkempt. And there's most population seems to be in the center of the town and just kind of going about their day-to-day business. The river that you follow to the west kind of curves its way around, and you can see it moving into the town and kind of cutting the western edge of the town and then heading back out. The only thing prominent of that town is it's got some pretty basic stockade walls, and there's a hill with has like a temple on it, that seems to be the only notable landmark.
I don't see anyone but lizard folk in there.
We gotta find somewhere else, and there's no way we can risk that.
How long does this forest go sort of somewhat parallel to the road?
It seems to stick to that river. The road kind of veers off to the right, to the east a bit, and the forest kind of sticks to that west bank of the river.
Do we have a map of this area?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's on the Discord.
Okay, I didn't know if we had it. I know that there is one in Discord.
So this is, we're gonna say this is there may be changes. All of the information, this is what you know about the area, but there may be things that are a little bit different because it's just been a long time since you guys have been here. Or none of you have ever been here, but a long time since anyone who has mapped this area. So this is kind of gives you a general idea of the surroundings.
Okay, so it looks like if we follow the river, we'll then have to. This is a tributary of another river that we'll have to cross to get to Talon, but it does lead to Talon.
This river does lead to town eventually, yeah.
Okay.
It also leads by. You're gonna go through Valen, and you also got Flaytalk that you're gonna run through.
Yeah, it looks like there is at least one more. If we just follow the river, there's at least one more town, and then Talon.
Alright.
What do you
Well.
think?
I guess that's what we do. How are you feeling, Saren?
I mean, I feel fine. I'm not hurt too bad. I don't have anything left in me. I can get some cantrips. If someone goes down, I can stop you from dying, but I can't heal anyone right now. I can do my sanctuary one more time, but that's
How's
it.
your how's your
How's
head?
his skin looking? Looking a little ashy? Looking a little...
Well,
Give me a give me a medicine check.
Okay.
I really want to fight right now. I really want to go.
What'd you get?
I'm
I got
excited
a
for more adventuring. I feel good.
23.
Okay. He looks fine.
I feel confident
Hmm.
in my abilities right now, and I could do some damage.
Well, maybe not the whole town. Yeah.
Maybe not that. I gotta be smart about that. But any stragglers, I think we can take care of it.
I forgot to mention one thing with your perception check, Isaac, when you were looking at that town.
Mm-hmm.
On the north side of the town, there is a large pile of rubble, which it's hard to make out from this far, but you get a good roll. So there was some sort of like statue or monument on the outside of town, but it has been toppled and just crumbled onto the ground. Can't quite make out what it was. But that's the other notable landmark I forgot to mention.
Well, the
There's
town
also a
looks
statue
busy.
over there. My guess. I can't see what it is from here. But if I were to guess, I would say that whatever this new regime is making sure the old regime is not able to corral any support.
These people
towns all
need to be
populated.
wiped out. We gotta kill them. We gotta kill these Nostra.
All right. Well, we can do that, but I need to take a nap first.
Nowhere to nap here.
All right. Well, how far do we need to walk?
Look at my map. A long way. That's like what? 2 weeks worth of walking if we don't take a road?
If you don't take a road, yeah, you're gonna be walking a long time. Pack your limbus bread.
And I believe we probably should not take a road, given the territory we are in.
Yeah. Well, I guess we're in for
Well, now I guess we have a way
really,
to get back
only
here.
need
We can
3 more
teleport
days.
back. So why don't we just teleport back now, rest up, and then wait the 7 days so we can get a clear picture of where we're going,
Well,
and just come right back.
It's gonna be a pretty sketchy teleport if we do it right now. Gotta wait a couple of days. So if you just want to camp out for like 3 days,
Yeah, that might be best.
or we could, I don't know, we could teleport into pure randomness.
We could keep making progress. Get something from whatever area we end up in. That way it's 2-3 days less travel that we have when we come back.
I'm willing to risk it if you are, but
Yeah, we can walk a few days, I guess. Well,
I think we just follow this river then.
well then that's the plan.
let's go.
Okay, I need perception, survival.
Trying to find.
What other checks you want to do?
I will get my Wayfinder ability. Get a D4 with this.
You just follow that water.
Okay.
Plus
If you're not next to the water, you've done something wrong.
21.
Okay.
Survival.
You can hear the water. You're not next to the water, but you can hear it. And with Eru's description of how the river kind of veers towards the town and then back out again, you feel you will have no trouble finding your way. When you get close to the town, you might need to figure something else out because otherwise it's going to take you into town. Because the river basically cuts that western edge of the town.
Bless you.
Take you into town.
We're going north along the river, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is it different than the map shows?
Yeah, I don't think the map shows it quite as...
Because it looks like the river ends in Valen, and we're
Yeah,
traveling
well,
the opposite way.
because the mapping... that river begins in the mountains. So, it kind of like fades it out when you get to the start of the rivers on this mapping tool. But the river begins in the mountains, and it kind of comes together. You guys are kind of near the beginnings of this river. And it...
Oh, so it just sort of cuts next to the town and then goes back out? And then comes back in again?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. How big is the river? How wide?
From what you saw up here, not very wide. It's 25, 30 feet.
And we would be safe on the west side of the river from the town?
There's a little bit of town on the west side of the river.
Oh, the river splits the town.
Yeah. There's a town, and then there's like a bridge that leads over to a like a hilltop with a temple on top of it, or some sort of large building. And then it goes into the wooded area. But yeah, so if you stay far west, you'll be fine.
Well, we can try to cross the river and stay far west of it, or we can try to wait till nightfall and then cross the bridge. I'm not sure how deep the river. How can we tell how deep the river is? Is it clear?
And you can't tell from here. You haven't been to the river yet. You just see it from a distance.
Does it look clear or does it look murky?
It's flowing pretty good, so it's not stagnant.
It's like we're close to the mouth, right? The mountain.
Right.
So it
Right.
shouldn't be okay. Well, let's at least go take a look at it, yeah?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay, we'll walk down and
Just-
take a look at the river.
Take it slow.
What was that perception check?
To the river.
I get one of those.
Nobody did. Do you want to be on perception duty, or you want me to be on perception duty, Eric?
Your perception's better than mine, isn't it?
I don't know. Mine's +4.
Oh, mine's +7. I will perceive. I did not perceive.
Okay. So you guys are trudging along, and you're heading kind of west-northwest, but not towards the smoke goblin burning town. And you make it about an hour or so back west again, and you hear to the right, you hear, "Hey, we've been looking for you." And you look over, and there are 2 goblins just in the bushes, spear out. One pokes his head out. "Is you? Come with us."
Are they speaking common or goblin?
Common.
Why would we come with you? You tried to lead us to a giant plant.
No, just come with us.
Is this those same goblins?
One of them looks similar. The other one doesn't.
I should kill you where you stand.
Insight check.
Leading us into that death trap.
You see him step back a minute. He's a little intimidated. Roll me an intimidation
With
check.
that charisma.
You can roll your insight check.
Wolf.
Oof.
He steps back, but then he gets
Right.
back out and he says, "No, you come with us now."
What else are we doing? We're just walking along the river anyways.
Why do you want us to come with you? You going to deliver us to Nostra?
No. You come with us.
Insight.
That seems
They look.
convincing
They
enough.
they stop. They look at each other. They look back. No.
20 insight.
Oh, there you go.
Yes. He is planning on delivering you to someone. I'll give you that one. Since I kind of gave it to you.
I will cast Sacred Flame at him. He's gonna make a dex save.
Okay. He probably didn't make it.
16.
Yeah. So you hit the guy, and see your damage.
9.
Oh yeah, so you blast this guy. And he starts screaming and starts taking off north. And his buddy stops for a second, freaks out a bit, and then starts running north.
We can't let them report our location. Catch them. I will
Uh.
try to sprint ahead, and then quickly duck behind a bush and pop out and shoot the one that he hit.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm taking off too.
Okay. Give me an attack, because so they're gonna run. They can make 60 feet. They're gonna run. They're scrambling through the woods.
Okay, so I can go 45 feet.
Okay.
And then quickly bonus action hide, and then pop out and shoot.
Okay.
Do you need a stealth check to see if I'm hidden?
Nope. They're not paying attention to you. They're running.
Oh, okay.
They're terrified.
Natural 20.
That's good. Okay. So yeah, you step out, crossbow, right?
Yeah, the hand crossbow.
And you just blast this guy, and it goes straight through his neck. And he's running, and he keeps on running for a bit, and then stumbles down onto the ground. And his friend sees this, and immediately stops, throws his spear down, puts his hands up, drops down on his knees, says, "Sorry, we didn't want to. We have to. Please don't kill me."
Tell me what you know.
I know I find you, and they don't kill me.
How do they know where you are right now?
I'm sure they do know.
I'm gonna walk up and punch him in the face.
Okay, give me damage.
He's really sorry.
I think I just do. What is it? Your
I think
strength?
it's just strength modifier.
Strength modifier.
So +2, so 2 damage.
Okay. Oh! Ow!
I about had enough of this.
He starts shaking. He's like, "Why'd you kill him? We just wanted to take you to talk."
To who?
His name's Rain.
Is he a Nostra? That is why we killed him. We don't want to talk to your Nostra.
He wants to talk to you.
I'm sure he does.
Can I go now?
No. You are coming with us until we decide you are not going to report our location.
Okay.
Sacred Flame.
He's got disadvantage.
This poor guy.
Okay. Ow! Stop that!
Simon, what are you doing?
Ow!
Yeah.
He's howling. Ow! He's
I'll
screaming.
just take the spear and jam him.
What, you're gonna do 1 damage? It's not gonna kill him.
No, it's a spear.
I want to try and stop Mono.
To roll a 1.
Do you want to kill the goblin?
I'm imagining him killing him, and you're standing back there going,
Just give me damage.
"Do we want to kill him?"
I don't know if we're trying to kill him.
3.
Ow! And you stab him in his Ow! He's screaming even louder. He's starting to cry.
I'm just like, I'm not good at this! And I'll stab him again.
Roll me that damage. You don't need to make an attack. He's, you know.
5.
Okay, finally, you get it right in his chest. And he goes quiet and slumps over.
Wow, that was.
You see a big smile crack from Saren. There we
That was
go.
pretty brutal.
Well, it's over now. Let's get a move on. We don't gotta worry about them now.
As we're walking, I'm gonna drop back to Sunny Cheeks. Like, we need to get that crown off his head.
I don't think it'll come off of his head.
I know, we need to get back to Mithra.
We got 3 days, man.
Well, someone needs to be on watch at all times that isn't him right now.
You know what this on watch should be? It should be tying him up in his sleep and digging a hole and kicking him in it. Do you watch that back there? They just tortured that guy.
You tried to tie him up earlier and he still hit you. We need to just not make an enemy of him right now until we can get him fixed.
But if there is no fix,
Well, then we're going to have a problem.
By the way, when you tried to tie him up and he hit you, he didn't actually hit you.
Yeah, it was a psychokinetic
Yeah.
fist or whatever.
it's
Right.
like a ghost fist.
Mm-hmm. Make sure you remember that.
That's a really
Oh.
good sound.
I felt bad for that guy back there.
Yes, I was hoping to maybe get some information out of him, but
Well, he's stupid. He probably didn't have any information,
Yes.
but
he knew
probably
where
didn't
he
need
was
to
going.
stab him to death. Anyways, we'll figure it out. Just a couple more
Alright.
days.
You keep
You
an
could
eye
just-
out. I'll keep an eye in.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna sleep. I'm gonna sleep in my own. I've got, you guys can stay in the
I was
enclosed
just
dome
like-
with him.
We need help looking after him, and he's like, I'm just gonna take off.
I'm just not gonna do that.
As the screaming clears, you can hear clearly that babbling creek just to your west.
The babbling river.
Pretty close.
What,
can smell it.
What's it look like as we get there?
As you make your way around through the trees, push some bushes aside. Nice looking river. It's only about 15 feet across at the moment. Flowing pretty good. You
I'm
can
gonna
see
clean off my spear.
you can see the
Wow.
bottom in a couple of points, but you might be able to walk across it. Sunny
Cock
Cheeks
the
won't.
wagon and float across.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you've died of dysentery. I'm sorry.
Not again.
Ugh. All right. Can we cross the river right here?
Maybe.
It'll be deeper than you, and
You
Zarik.
could ride on Krog's shoulders.
Oh yeah. I could just do that.
Or you could just turn into an animal and swim across, I guess.
I've only got one more of those.
They come back on a short rest, right?
Yeah.
So you got them all back.
Did we do a short rest?
Didn't we do that to start this?
No, you don't have. You haven't gotten a short rest in a while.
I thought we got a short rest when they were looking for us.
Well, I used one.
You go. Yeah, before
Oh,
the
that's right, you
before
used
the
one,
mummy
yeah.
tomb, you had a short
Yeah.
rest.
You used one to... That's right.
Um,
Okay, well,
you
what's the
Yeah,
bridge
I mean,
look
I
like from
can.
this vantage point?
You can't see the bridge from here. You're deep in the forest. The bridge is just from the town to that mountaintop building. Hilltop building. It's basically part of the town. Think of it that way. I think you're thinking of the bridge as something different.
Okay, so we're at the base of the mountain. Is there a waterfall that we can see upstream?
No, not from here.
How
You're
fast is it
far enough.
flowing?
You're far enough in the woods that you're deep in a forest, and it's a wet forest, so it's mossy and viney. It's flowing. It's decently flowing. Like it make a good rafting current.
I can turn into a bird and do
Just-
some scouting if we
Just
wanted
looking at it,
to.
it's not going to be like dangerous to cross. You'll be
Yeah,
able to make it.
not like brutally fast.
No.
All right. We could just go across.
Okay,
Let's do it.
let's go. Is there any
We
cool
shall
like
make it
Tarzan
into-
vines I could just swing across on?
As a matter of fact, there is.
I've
I'm gonna
always
hang
wanted
from
to
his
do
feet
this.
while he does that.
I'll cast guidance on myself and go through the water.
Zarik's gonna have problems because he's got some heavy armor, so he's gonna be the only one who's really gonna have issues with it.
Hey, Zarik. Watch this. I'm gonna grab that vine.
Give me that acrobatics check.
At least if you fall, it's nice water beneath you.
Into the drink.
Oh man! So he goes in there. He misjudges his. He makes a loop for his foot. Misjudges it. Splashes down. He splashes into the water. He tries to make it look cool though. Gets back out. He kind of.
How cold is it?
It's cold. Real cold.
I'm gonna try to do this swing now. I was inspired.
Zerk laughs.
No! Sunny Cheeks doesn't make it either.
He's like, watch this. He hops on there and immediately whoop splashes into the water. You're a little smaller, so you're not hitting the ground.
Like?
So you're having to swim
come up on
across.
Yeah, I swim across and I get up. Well, looks like I'm not any better than you.
It was fun though for a second, right?
I mean, even hitting the water wasn't bad. It was brisk.
It's a little cold.
No, I hear
All right.
cold plunges are good for your health.
You crawl up on the other side of the bank and try to dry out.
Zerk will try to swing across.
Krog looks at you guys like, this is stupid. He starts walking.
Goes up to his shins.
Yeah.
I'll swing across.
You swimming?
He's swinging.
I'm swinging.
Swing.
Oh, swinging, yeah.
Look at that. 19.
There he goes through it. He put that as Draconic's cry. That's what it's called. As he swings across and plops down on the other bank with ease.
Wow, look at that.
That's
He
what I
did
was
that in
going
armor.
for.
Yeah, don't you have disadvantage on those?
On the acrobatics? No.
No, it's just stealth, I think.
Yeah, just stealth.
Yeah, you can't walk slowly and quietly, but you can do a somersault 80 days a week in
right.
full blade.
You better not forget it.
All right, you have made it to the other side of the river. Sarah, I'm assuming you're swimming across. Oh,
Yep.
Okay.
You're just soggily walking now. Squish, squish, squish,
Yep.
squish.
You all are
I
soaked,
hate that feeling.
except for Zarik. He's bone dry. You on the other side of the
Walking
river?
down. I want to get closer to the bridge and see what the bridge looks like.
Okay. As you are walking, as you go a couple hours walking along the river here, and you see a little bit of commotion 2 hours in over on the other side of the bank through the woods, and you can see someone walking around, and you can make out that there's lizard folk walking on the other side of the river, and you are about even with where that fire was. And you can see there's still lizards mingling over there somewhere on the other side of the river. And as you guys keep walking, the river's widening a little bit.
The fires were on the west or eastern side of the river.
East.
Okay, so they were just north of the town?
No, they're south of the town.
South of the town? Okay.
Mhm. Okay, but you come to, it's another 30 minutes or so, and you get to a good enough clearing where you can see through the trees on the other side of the river, and the town is, just not too far away from the river there. And you can make out the town and the bridge that goes over on top of the hill. It's 30-minute walk or so, but it's clearing walk if you want to go into the town. But that's if you want to straight there. But the river kind of goes in and back around, so you can follow this river around and make it up to that temple if you want.
Can we tell what's the temple is to?
No.
Probably just avoid all of it, I think.
If anyone wants to give me a religion check, they can.
Yeah, I'll throw that out there. 21.
Ooh,
21. So You know that the lizard folk, typically, a lot of them worship Sigamith, who's the goddess of music.
Ooh.
And you presume, Saren, you presume that would be, if there's going to be a temple of high prominence in a lizard folk town, it's probably going to be Sigamith. Their towns sort of have like I sort of stole like a Viking style with these guys. So they got sort of a stonish base, but like a thatched roof.
Oh
Top
yeah, like
kind of got that.
stone, like little wall at the bottom.
Yeah.
With a wood top. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And you can see like kind of like a longhouse style building up on top of this small hill.
But they don't like us anyways, right? Lizard folk. So.
They don't like you, but you know that Sigamith is, if Saren tells you, Sigamith is a friendly goddess. Goddess of music, joy, dance. It's kind of her thing.
Yeah, that's the goddess Sigmund. It's really nice.
I'm sure she is, but is she nice enough to keep us from getting mauled to death if we get caught?
I mean, I would hope so. Why don't you go find out?
No, I'm good.
I think we can probably just keep clear of all of it. Best we can.
Alright, we'll continue on.
Just go west around it.
Yeah, it takes you. So as you kind of follow the river around, it takes about an hour to get there. But you get, following the river, you get to where you are pretty close to this temple, this hill and temple. Close enough to where you can see a little bit of movement going around it, a little bit of movement in town. You were essentially just like right on the west side of this town, giving a little bit of a wider berth to stay away from it. And you can just barely pick up on the breeze some of the commotions of the town. You can hear Draconic is the words, just sort of can't really make anything out, but you can hear there's some talking and sort of general city life, which does stand out a little awkward to you because you haven't heard a lot of chit chat from lizard folk. But there seems to be normal city life going on up there. And you are at about 3 o'clock, about 4 o'clock, I guess now. And you can continue north, and you can see this woods go on for about as long as you can see.
Oh yeah.
Also from here, just on the other side of the river, you can now see what Eru saw at the top of the hill, where there's a lot of like the outskirts of this town. Like this was once a bigger town, but it's all sort of combined inward. There's a lot of ruins and rundown stuff outside of town, rundown buildings.
Are they far? Are they like all the way out to us, or just right outside of town?
There's a couple little houses that are near where you guys are, that aren't, a 5-minute walk. But most are a little bit further in.
We could take a rest in one of these abandoned houses.
I'm willing to risk that. I would like to do that.
Pre-made shelter, in a place that they aren't really looking.
Sure, we could try. Mates, Sunny Cheeks help me cover up our tracks as we go in.
Sure. You want to roll survival?
I want a stealth.
Oh,
Got it.
It's not a difficult stealth, but because you are coming out of the woods and you're on the edge of a town.
I'll just take
Can
that
you
as my
take that
stealth
16?
roll. Yeah, 18.
I give you guidance if he can use it.
I can get myself guidance. I forgot about that.
15
God.
stealth Physique.
Dang, everyone's so stealthy.
27 for me.
This is not gonna be good.
Sorry, I just moved maps, so if you roll, I won't
I
be
can
able
give
to see
you
it.
guidance.
15.
Hey,
Oh, that's pretty good.
What'd you get?
Oh, 15. That's with disadvantage. All right. I got with guidance, so roll a d4 here. All right, 19 stealth. I'll take it.
Nice.
Okay. So yeah, it's not no problem. And a lot of this, like, this trees are sort of overgrown, so you can pretty easily make your way in. Just making sure no one was making any noise or no one was spotted. But you come in here. Things are a little more spread out than what you see here. But you come upon the first thing you come across is this house over here, and a lot of just like some of them, the roofs have maybe there was a fire and the roofs aren't there anymore. It's just rubble. But there's a few houses that are sort of scattered about, and what makes like maybe an old tavern or something up on this hill here. But just to kind of give you a lay of the land, you find yourself a cozy hovel for the night.
Cozy hovel.
And
Is it pretty bad?
as you open this door, which isn't locked, open this thing up, and you see there's a couple rotten beds in there. This building here, never mind the prison thing. I don't know what's going on here. But you got a couple of rooms there. A hearth.
What is going on here?
A couple rooms. I'm not sure what this one was supposed to be. But you find yourself.
Cage, that's all.
Yeah, big bird. That's where they keep their ostrich. Okay, you stumble into a somewhat usable house. The roof there's some holes in the thatching and all that, but it works.
Oh, you're talking about this crazy cage in the corner?
Yeah.
I call it cage.
I like to sleep standing up.
In this house, not Sunny Cheeks. Zarik and Saren, you can see that there is like the remnants of some artwork on the walls. This house was at one time just like plastered with posters, and it was like a teenager's bedroom with posters and just like, not pennants, but you get the idea.
Yeah.
Just junk all over the walls. And you can make out like some poetry, and there's like paintings, and one of them seems to be a quote of some kind from some thing. But whoever was in this house loved works of art and that kind of stuff.
Can I quietly take a look around to see if I can figure out why these are abandoned over here?
Sure, give me an investigation check.
Is this forensics?
Yeah. Sure.
He's checking the forensics of if they're there or not.
17.
As you peruse in this front room, and then you go back into this back room back here. Again, it's all whoever was here. It's been maybe, you figure, 6 months since someone's been here, and there's a lot of as you're sort of rummaging around, you find in the desk back here, amongst the papers, whoever was in here was a very seemed to be a very devout person. There's a lot of quotes and religious texts that have written in here, and it all seems to allude to Sigamith, the symbol of just like a bird. You see this dove-looking bird, green bird, all over the place.
That's what the cage was for.
And then as you're rummaging through this desk, you find a hidden drawer. Bloop, pops open, and in there it's all written in Draconic, but Saren can help you translate this stuff. And it's a small little book in there, and it lists a bunch of names, and it's sort of like an underground, you kind of gather like a Bible study, underground Bible study kind of a thing, but Sigamith. So there's sort of this underground Sigamith religion group, which is odd because Sigamith is
There's
the prominent
temple.
Yeah, right. So whoever was living here was in some sort of a was very religion focused, and was in some sort of group for Sigamith.
And the temple does it look messed up? We only walked by.
No, it doesn't look. Looks like a big building.
Doesn't look defaced or anything.
Mm-mm. There's
Can
not
I-
really any
do I-
like you can't necessarily tell. It doesn't necessarily say this is a temple of Sigamith. It's just the most prominent building in the town, so you presume it's Sigamith.
Do I have any better idea of what the crumbled statue was from here, or is it in a weird spot and I can't?
No,
see
it's on the other side of town. It's on the other and north side of town. You really can only see it from the hill because you were looking kind of over the town.
Well, we're getting ready to take a short rest, so I could fly over there.
Yeah. Get a bird's eye view.
Yeah, and I could take a look
Yeah,
closer.
let us
look
know
at
how
that
it
temple.
goes.
In that
Yeah.
in that drawer was a locket as well, and the locket has like a. It kind of looks like a medal you'd win, like it's kind of circular, but it has almost like a sundial looking device on the top of it.
It twists.
Mm-hmm.
Twist it around. Does it do anything?
It's
Does
kind
it
of
click or anything?
Yep, clicks. Kind of like setting a timer.
It's just an egg timer.
It's gonna explode.
Make sure I know when my eggs are done. Wearing it
Yeah.
around.
Yeah. You gotta know, dude.
I'll twist it just a little bit. And is it a timer? Does it start ticking?
No, it
Or
doesn't.
moving?
It doesn't go back, but it does make a clicky noise like you were setting something. Give me a. It's got a lot of like.
Investigation?
It's got a bunch of little symbols on it, runic symbols all around it, and there are. Give me another investigation, but not forensics on this one.
Okay,
Got it.
Yeah, let's use your heads.
25.
So you make out there. It's got
27.
a main dial, but it also has a second dial in there, and you find out there's a third dial in there as well. And there was three circular rows of runes marked in there. You can't make out you're not sure what those runes mean. Give me a intelligence check.
Okay. Is it Arcana or just straight intelligence?
Straight intelligence.
Nope.
Oh.
Okay. So whatever it is, it's three. You gather that it's 3 rows of runes, and you can twist each of these dials separately, so they can each point to a different rune.
Interesting.
Where'd you find Arrow?
I'm not sure. I'm going to keep messing with it. I'm going to keep messing with it while we're waiting on Sunny Cheeks to fly there and back.
And where are you flying to, Sunny Cheeks? Sorry, I missed that.
Over the town to check out that statue and to check
That's
out the
a
temple.
mockingbird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever, just a common bird for this area.
Okay. So you head up and then over, and as you swing by, you swing over that. You're kind of swinging over the outskirts at the moment, and as you go just 50 feet down the way, this all seems to be abandoned, but you see a lizard step out of their house. Looks like an abandoned house, but a lizard steps out, dumps some water out, and then goes back into what appears to be an abandoned house, but he's living there, or he's there. So apparently these aren't all abandoned. And then you swing by that temple, and at the temple you can see there are 2 lizard folk guards at the doorway. There's a couple of lizards at the bridge. The bridge kind of leads over the water, over the river, to the temple on this hill, which then leads, prior to that, goes back into the town. And these kind of ruined outskirts kind of takes the whole outside of the town, and in the middle seems to be sort of like a common day, like a regular day of life, but just with lizards. They got a market going in the center of town. Not a big town. You figure maybe there's a few hundred people altogether living here. The statue you make out was, as you kind of swing up to the north, a statue of a looks like a lizard, some lizard folk.
Some famous
Been
lizard
knocked
folk.
over. It was big, whatever it was a big statue. And give me a history check if you want to try to figure out who that is.
Yeah, sure.
And then over, so the main road that came from the mountain you guys went through goes through this town as well, and it heads up north. Across that road, so the town's like on the left side of that road, and the right side of the road, or the east side of the road, is a fort. And that fort, you can see, does have a large group of lizards there. Give me a perception check.
All right.
There's a part I had you do a long time ago. History doesn't tell you who
As
that.
in the
I got
yeah.
all that. Yeah, I knew my history wouldn't tell me anything. I rolled an 8. 20.
Okay. How close to that fort do you want to get?
If it looks like there's a
It's not a
way you
big
say
fort.
that,
It looks
makes me not want to go over there.
it looks similar to the fort. Remember they had a fort not too far from the Hinge of the Moon
Yeah.
when you guys were over there. It looks like that size. It's not a very
okay,
big
yeah.
fort. It's just got some big walls, got a big main tower, and kind of like a we can't tell what's inside the middle there, but there is a group of, you figure maybe 100, 120 lizards outside, sort of standing in a formation.
That's a lot considering the town only has like 200.
That is a lot. And 100 of them already came to the woods.
All right. Well, I'll take all this information back to the group.
So how close are you going to the fort?
If I can see the people, I can't see what's inside.
You can't see in the fort. You can just see what's outside the fort.
Yeah, I can just see the people outside the fort.
Yeah.
How high can I go?
How high do you want to
Could
go?
I just get real high outside of like a bow's range and just look down in?
Sure.
I'll do that.
I'm gonna things are gonna be more difficult to see.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Makes sense.
you can go up higher and look down, and in the fort, as you swing over it, there's kind of a big open area, and there is a small group, and you can tell they're all lizards, but there is one person in there that's not a lizard. And you can see they have long blonde hair.
Yeah.
Standing in that group.
Ooh. Okay.
Everything else is lizard folk. All lizard folk, military.
Okay. I'll fly back over to the group then. I don't want to get any closer. You can't be dropping the very obvious you're gonna die hints.
How
So,
close do you want to
how-
get, Mr. Powers?
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh.
It's like, not very.
Okay. Sorry, I had to check
What did
that
you
real
see?
quick.
Well, I don't know what the temple is. It's just like a big building with a couple of guys at it. The rest of the town looks pretty normal. Then there's a fort with, frankly, a lot of guys considering how many people are in the town. And there was this one, like, blonde guy inside that wasn't a lizard, and he's the only one. And that's it, pretty much. Oh, and not all these houses are abandoned, so we should be careful.
Bet you that
Right.
blonde guy is Rain.
Maybe. He looked really out of place.
I don't want to go in there. We need to stay low
No,
while
I
we
don't.
can.
No, I don't want to go in there either. There was like 200 of them or more, definitely more. How many were inside the fort?
There wasn't very many inside. You just saw that small
Oh,
group.
okay.
A couple guards on the
Okay.
towers, but there was just that small group inside.
Okay.
You figured that there's, like, it'd be tough to get all 100, especially, there's 100 outside right now, and you know 100 just came for you on those lizards.
Yeah.
This is a weird song.
It's
Sing
very
Talespire.
mystical.
Must be a new one. 200 people aren't going to fit inside that fortress.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. So it's real small compared to the amount of people that were there.
Yep.
All right.
All right. Actually, while he's gone, can I? I'm gonna cast Detect Magic.
Okay. That dial in your hands is glowing.
What school of magic is it?
I knew you were going to ask that. Conjuration.
Okay. And then while that's up for 10 minutes, I would like to quietly sort of just walk around some of these other ruins.
Okay.
See if anything pops.
Give me a stealth and a perception.
23 stealth. 16 perception.
Okay, so you're very quiet. You can gather that the houses next to your building here, these all were burned. Just, it's all blackened interior and everything, and so everything in there is all just sort of, well, ash. You gonna go inside the buildings, or you just gonna kind of scope out the outside?
If there's places where where the walls are down, I want to look into them, but I don't want to like walk into an enclosed space.
Okay. Yeah, so a few of these are fires. You've got this one over here is just abandoned. The roof collapsed in there. This one on this side looks like it's pretty good shape, but it's pretty well closed off. I'm going to say it looks like just like it does there. There's not actually a thatch roof, and it's pretty well built. You're not sure about that one. That one, it looks abandoned from the outside, a bit overgrown, unkempt and all that.
Okay.
There's not really. It's all pretty sealed up. And then you come over on this side, and these are both broken down. Roofs are starting to collapse. We'll say the web one has a bunch of spiders walking around, just because it's already there.
Yeah. Don't go in that one.
So you've got these three that stand out. The three complete ones on this map.
Mm-hmm.
They stand out as being the most well put together. Kind of like the one you guys are in right now. But you don't see any activity in this area.
And no pings on detect magic.
What's the range on it? 30 feet? You walk around.
30 feet.
No.
Okay. Right, I will come back and report. It doesn't look like we are alone here for now, at least.
Wait, hang on, let me check something real quick.
Okay.
You do get one more ping.
Where is it?
In this building over here.
Well, if I think it's empty, then I will try to check that out.
Okay. You step inside. It's
Checking for traps if there's a magic ping in there.
investigation check.
20.
Seems to be clear. And you go, the door is shut, but it's not latched. And, sorry, shut's probably not the word. The door is mostly closed, but you can easily open it if you...
So it's like closed over.
There you go. And it looks very similar to the one that you're in now. Like, the roof is leaked, and so it's pretty wet in here. The ground, the floorboards are all rotten away. Not rotten away, but they're starting to fall apart. The ping is coming in the wall over on this right side over here. And it's coming from the wall.
As I'm coming in here, I want to try to take note of everything as it is so that I can return it to where it was when I leave.
When you come in here, this one, you notice he's got a couple things on the wall. Whoever owned this place, most of them have been fallen apart, come off the wall, or taken apart. But you notice there's one above the wall on that wall where the magic's coming from. The same the same paper that was on the house that you're in now, and it has just some. It's draconic, but some quote.
Okay. I'll try to find this wherever this ping is coming from. It's
coming
in the wall, you said?
Coming from behind that paper.
I will check the paper for traps and then gently lift it up.
Check the paper for traps.
Well, I'm just trying to see if it's like gonna, if anything weird is with it, like if it's gonna try to, if it's gonna burn up or like shoot something out.
Okay.
And then gently lift it up and look behind there.
I'm gonna keep your investigation from what you had before.
Okay.
Paper is clear. You lift the pinned paper back, and it's just like a plastered wall. But you know there's something there, and so you kind of run your finger over there, and there was very cleverly disguised a seam that you can pop open.
What is it?
You pop it open, and behind that wall is hanging on a peg, sort of between the plaster and the outside wall, is a little dial device.
Same thing, conjuration. Okay, I will grab it and then I'll try to put the paper back gently and like make it look like it was.
Okay.
Put everything back as it was. And then come back over to our abandoned house. Hopefully abandoned house.
As you are... Never mind. Okay, you come back to the house.
Well, there was something there. You just weren't good enough to see it.
Found this,
Sorry.
or someone was maybe trying to keep an eye on that house, and they maybe didn't see me.
Go and give
another
me-
one.
Give me an investigation for that. Whoever wants to look at these.
I mean, I will compare them if you'll let me.
Mm-hmm.
All guidance.
Is this forensics?
No.
15, not terrible.
It takes a little bit, but like it's just, it's the same thing. No big deal. But as you're looking at it, I'm going to use your passive here because your passive gets it. You start to, you flip it over and you see those same runes around the back as well. It's a very, very faint glow. You can only see it in a very dark place. So we see you're walking around this house. It's kind of dark in here. And you notice that there's a slight glow on 3 runes on the back of this one.
I will try to turn the knobs to those 3 dials, or those 3 runes.
The knobs are already on those 3 runes. Wait, which one are you turning? We'll say number 1 you found is in this house. Number 2 is the other house over there.
So which one is already on those runes? Number 2?
Number 2 is already on those. The number 2 is the one that's glowing on the back.
I will try to put the number 1 to those same settings.
Number 1 is already on those settings.
Ooh. I'm going to turn number 1 just to a different one and then look at the back of it and see
It
if
matches.
changed.
It changes with it.
These appear to be a way to send messages, but I don't know what these runes mean.
Am
How
I,
do
you
am
like
I even back
the-
yet? Is this
If I
all
look
happening while I'm
At the
gone,
back
right?
of number
You're making it
1,
back now.
Okay.
If I look at the back of number 1, is it glowing on the ones that number 2 is on?
No. It's not glowing.
Is it glowing at all?
No.
If I move around number 2, does anything happen on number 1?
If you move around number 2, and you're looking at both of these, then number 2 stops glowing. And number 1 begins glowing.
Ah, it's a call and response, I think.
Mm.
What are we messing with?
Oh,
Little
hello, you're
dials?
back.
I'm back now.
Look, we found a way to send messages, although very cryptic, and I don't know what these runes mean, but look, and I'll show you how it works.
And you'll tell me where you found them.
Yeah, so over there in that house was the other one.
Could there be more of them? It's like sending messages out to a bunch of random people that we don't know.
I suppose it's possible, but these look linked. Like, this one won't glow unless you do the other one first.
Huh. All
But
right.
maybe. I don't know.
But we don't know what the messages say or anything. They're just like communicating back and
Well,
forth
do you know
blindly.
what these runes mean? And I'll hold it up.
Yeah, I'll look at the runes too.
What kind of runes?
Give me a Arcana or History.
Arcana or
You
history?
know,
Well,
so
those are the
I will
same.
guide myself.
Can
Yeah,
I Arcana this
guide.
as well?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't roll well enough to even bother.
12 plus
Ooh, 23 for me.
15.
My 3's pretty good. It's...
Hey, that's for 20.
Oh, okay. So So you're looking at this thing, and the two, Saren and Sunny Cheeks, be like, got me. Arrow's like, you feel like you're figuring it out, and then Zarik's like, well, it's coordinates. Look,
Oh.
you got
I
up,
knew that.
north, east, up and down.
This
Oh.
is coordinates in 3-dimensional space? Why would they do it in 3-dimensional space?
Well, because the world's 3-dimensional?
Yeah, I suppose, but
Zarik,
generally people can't go in the 3rd dimension by choice unless there's a mountain or cave or something.
Zarik as a kobold will inform you that yes, you do go in 3 dimensions. Mr.
Do a
Living
lot of
Underground.
caving, do you?
So they're like telecommunicating compasses?
I suppose.
Does
But
not
you have to
seem.
know what coordinates you are at to be able to use them, though. Well, that's interesting. I'll just keep
I
filming
wonder if there's like a cipher around here.
You read Draconic. Try all these things.
Yeah, I'll
It's
start
just-
looking around.
Is there a the quote or whatever that I saw in the other house? Is there one that's identical in this
Yes,
house?
yeah.
What's this one say? This was in the other house.
This one is talking about singing and dancing for Sigamith, and never stop singing and dancing for Sigamith.
Never stop singing and dancing for Sigmund.
Does that mean anything to you as far as a cipher?
I mean, it
That
just
just-
goes along with her, what people worship her for. I mean, song and dance.
How late is it now? I think I'm gonna be laying down, going to bed.
Yeah, it's getting about 5.
That's pretty early.
Old man Sunny Cheeks.
Not for a bird, not for the early bird.
Not for the early bird. I've literally been a bird too long. I need to go to sleep.
It ain't easy flying around.
It ain't easy fly. Yeah, it takes your whole body.
Well, we seem relatively safe in here. I will.
I'm gonna like dust
Meditate,
a
but-
corner of the room out.
Anytime I'm not meditating, I'm going to be keeping a lookout. But for those 4 hours, I will be out.
Just in case, I'm gonna go ahead and cast the dome in here.
Okay.
Y'all can still move around. I'll cast it where it's on my bed or whatever, but just in case someone were to come in, at least we'd have a spot we could get in and get a few moments to figure out what we
Oh.
want to do.
These beds have got some funk to them. They're waterlogged and
I'm
Yeah, I
gonna
wasn't
sleep
gonna
on the
sleep in that
ground.
gross
Not the most
yeah,
pleasant.
on the ground. Just sweep a nice spot on the ground.
okay. 6 o'clock comes around and sun's starting to kind of set. Is everyone staying inside the house, or is someone going to keep watch as you guys are laying a little?
Does this place look nice enough to get a long rest in?
It does not. It's not about the place. It's about the atmosphere.
You didn't know that.
Seems pretty great to me.
The vibes here aren't in check, dude. Just like we couldn't
Alright.
sleep outside of a mountain. You
I'll
can't
stay at
sleep in a
first watch.
damp house.
I'll stay at first watch, keep an eye on Saren. Without him
Okay.
knowing.
I will take.
Without him
the-
knowing.
I just say it out loud. I'll stay up
Yeah.
first watch, keep an eye on Saren. Don't tell him.
Don't tell him.
I'll stay up for like the first part of first watch, and then I'll meditate, and then get up for third watch.
Okay. Do you want to go to rest? I'll let you rest now, and you'll be getting up at like 2 in the morning.
2 in the morning. Okay,
Probably.
yeah.
Probably better to be traveling at night anyway. We can get our schedule switched around.
Okay. First watch. Roll me a d20. The night is the sun setting. You
What's
are.
the weather like out here?
It's got a little chill in the air. There's a little bit of fog rolling in.
Nice. Damp and cool.
Nighttime fog. What was it? 10?
7.
7. Yeah, it's real quiet in this part of town.
Rodeo.
There's an owl. There's an owl sitting outside on the ruin of the other building there, and it keeps you real distracted, so you're not really paying attention. I realize this is a different character, not the animal lover, but still. That owl's real distracting.
He's up there hooting.
Second watch.
Who's on second? I'll do second watch. Perception. I have not been rolling well. I don't know why I volunteered. Oh, that's pretty good.
Okay, you go to the window and you're kind of Zuri goes and like, ain't nothing out there, but there's an owl. Zuri goes to bed. Sunny Cheek steps out, takes a look around. Sure enough, there's an owl there. But you look over and like immediately you could see that there is the slightest little trickle of light coming out of this building. It's got like sealed up windows over here.
Yeah.
But there was like one of the windows isn't quite sealed quite enough, and there's a little slit of light. Very dim.
Huh. I'll just keep an eye on that for a little while. See if that changes or turns off or anything.
My moonlight. Here we go.
Oh.
Ooh, spooky.
Ooh,
Spooky.
pretty.
Okay. As you're watching it through the night,
Missing something.
9. So yeah, right about the end of your watch, around the time that Eru was snapping out of it, the light goes out.
Oh. Okay.
But then you hear the slightest sound of something unlatching, and as a door opens.
I'll just keep peeking.
It's too dark on this part of town to be able to see what is, but you can. There's some noise that it's coming from that house.
Yeah.
But you can't see what it is.
How's it going?
There's someone in that house over there. The light was on for a while, and I heard a latch, but I can't see anything. Good luck.
Okay. Night. I'll
I'm
keep
not
an eye on
going
the
over
house.
Okay, so he just goes to bed. Give me a perception check.
Yes. Like there's nothing in that house. He is crazy.
There's this owl standing on the ruin, and you just cannot take your eyes off this owl.
It's a majestic creature.
And you're sitting there just looking at this owl, and like you don't even realize that there's a lantern coming your way.
Ugh.
And there is a lizard folk, lantern in hand, walking the streets. You step back, right as you think he's looking your way.
Hide.
Okay. Everyone in the dome, or is everyone in the house?
Everyone's in the house in the dome.
Right, okay. Give me a stealth check.
Wee.
God dang.
28.
Okay. So you go hide. You watching the window? Or are you just hiding, burying yourself?
I'm hiding and trying to keep an eye on the lizard man.
Okay. So he continues. He's down this way, and he comes walking over. You saw him as he's about here, and you lose sight of him as he turns a corner. But then you start hearing his footprints, and they're getting closer. And as you're hiding, you see the light get closer and appear at the window.
Appear at the window?
At the window.
Um,
I think there's a window there. That's what I was using as a window. Oh, it's just like a hole in the wall. Oh, well. That's what I was thinking the window was. Let's pretend there's a window there. Can't really do it. Oh, there is a window there. It just didn't.
There was a window there.
Okay. There we go. Yeah, like that. There you go. The light appears at the window.
Can I sneak outside?
You've got a door that you came in here, and you got a door over here that you guys
I
haven't
wanna
used
sneak
yet.
around.
If
I
you
wanna
go this
sneak
way, you
around.
okay.
Like, if I see he's coming this way, I want to sneak around this way and peek around this corner.
Okay.
What's he looking at?
So you open this door, and you.
Very, very quietly.
I'll keep your stealth check for you, but I do need a stealth check for that door.
Okay.
Okay. So very quietly. You Bugs Bunny and you pull out your oil. Get the hinges before you go through. And you make your way over to this side here. As he clearly, you can see the light kind of like coming around this corner here. As he's walking this way, you can hear his footprints.
Is he slowing, or is he slowing as he gets to the window, or is he like
he
just
is
walking straight
slowing.
Okay. I want to. Can I make it out to like these bushes and keep hiding in there and take a look down the
I'll give you a
way?
figure.
Yeah. Hop out here and have a look. See if he's looking in or what he's doing.
Where is he? Here he is. Ooh, this soundtrack has just like footprints.
I heard that.
Yeah, the city night.
Okay, so he's right here. Light him up. Blink. And he comes over here. Where'd you go? You went behind those bushes, in those bushes there?
Over here, yeah.
Okay. So he comes up, and he's holding his torch, or holding his lantern. And he looks into that window. And he's looking.
What's he got on him?
He's
Is
kind
he
of
a guard, or is he just a civilian?
He looks just like the lizard folk you've been fighting. He's got the shield on his back. He's got a spear in hand, but he's wearing the lizard folk armor as far as you understand it. He's got a
I'm going to
lantern.
cast Mage Hand and put it over here.
Okay.
And is he looking in that window?
Yeah. He's
And
walking
do I
up,
know
he's getting
is
ready
the-
to look in the window.
Is the dome within vision if you look in that window?
Where'd you put it?
I don't know. That's
There's
why
only
I'm
one
asking.
room.
I assumed you have it sort of like in this vicinity over here, kind of like tucked in the side here.
Yeah, it's the biggest room.
Yeah.
I don't even think it'd fit in that other room.
You had to kind of squeeze around it to get that door open.
Okay, so as he walks up there, I'm going to have Mage Hand out. And if he starts to look in that window, I want to quickly and quietly cast Message to, I guess I'll cast it to Zarik. Zarik, there's a lizardman outside the door looking through the window. And while I do that, I'm going to use a Mage Hand to pickpocket him for the horn.
Okay. Zarik, roll me a con save. Just to make sure that you wake up. We'll use that as... Okay, it's good enough. Okay. Booming into your head is the sound of Eru.
There's the sleight of hand for the pickpocket. 17.
Okay. Zarik, yeah, as soon as your eyes open, you can see that the light is at the window. What do you want to do?
I will quietly wake up my bird friend.
Who?
Sunny Cheeks.
Okay.
Oh,
That's his name.
all right.
Did I successfully get this horn off of his belt?
You did successfully get his horn.
I'm gonna set it. Just gonna set it down like over here on the ground, behind those things where you can't see it.
Okay.
And then what is he doing?
He gets the lantern up and he sticks his snout in that window. And 1 second, 2 seconds go by. He's taking a good look in there. Zarik, you're looking at this guy, and He's looking in there, and he squints, and he
If he's
kind of...
looking that long, I'm gonna slowly start creeping up out of these bushes.
Who are you
I'm
waking
gonna
up
get out
first,
of the
Sarik?
net.
He woke me up.
Sunny cheeks.
Sunny cheeks.
Just one a week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Best not to wake up Saren.
So yeah, he's in there 2-3 seconds, and he, Sarik, as you're in there, you can see he's looking around, and he looks at the dome, and he squints, and he's very interested in whatever that dome is. You can tell that's what he is fixed on. He's looking at it. 5 seconds goes by.
We're just sitting still,
Okay.
looking out the thing.
He walks... he's stuck on the bush. He walks over here, and he's making his way towards the door,
Sneaking up behind him.
which is shut.
I'm gonna
Do I notice that there's anyone else out here?
You don't see anyone else. Give me a perception check,
magic stone.
rather than just take your passive.
11.
I'll just take your passive. All quiet. The owl has flown off, but you didn't hear it because he's got those silent wings.
Yeah.
So he goes to the door. Interrupt me if you want to stop something. He
I'm
begins...
going- okay, so here, the plan right now, what I'm waiting for, is for him to open the door, take enough steps in to where he's actually within the building, like if he goes to look at the thing, and then I'm going to come up behind him, quietly close the door while he's checking this thing out.
You know
And
the
I'm
the
gonna-
dome is like right next to the door. The dome barely clears that door. So
Okay.
if he's going to the dome, he's not going to be going inside. He's going to be standing in the doorway.
Okay.
He can stand in the doorway
I
basically and
still
touch the
wanna-
dome.
I still want to wait till he opens that door. And if he starts to look at it, I will sneak up behind him, dagger in hand, and I will give him.
It's that cornstarch. You hear it?
So, okay. Is there any indication in the clothing that this guy is wearing that this is armor that he has taken from someone else, or does this look like it's
Insight check.
like is it dirty?
Okay, I'll do insights. I've gotten your perception enough.
That's not great. 14.
He's a guard. He doesn't seem any different than the dozens of other lizard folk that you have seen and fought.
I can't throw stuff out of the dome, right?
I don't know.
From the inside out.
You can't do magic outside. I think it's impenetrable.
Yeah,
Whichever way
so.
you do it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's a little too powerful. You can just have an army of
Sit
archers
inside and
hanging
shoot
out in there.
stuff out, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, as soon as he opens the door and starts looking at it, because I want him to open the door so that my friends are seeing what's happening.
He goes for the handle, jiggles it, begins to open, opens the door, steps inside. Let's roll initiative.
Stab
and
him in
we'll
the
let
back.
Eru go first. Oops. So I need that.
Do I need to roll initiative if I'm asleep?
Yeah, go ahead.
16 for Zuri.
13.
Natural 20.
I'll say Krog's like, I ain't sleeping in that dome again. I'm sleeping on this table. So he's not here.
I'm sleeping on the table.
Dang, guys.
Oh, where'd you go?
Yep.
Where did Sunny Cheeks go? Disappeared.
I'm gone. Where am I? I'm not even on this map.
I put you in there. Oh, there you are. Quick. Sometimes shift works, sometimes it doesn't. Okay. Okay, so what did everyone get? Aries first. Okay, what'd you get, David?
16.
Okay. And what'd you get? The other two.
I got natural 20 for 20.
I got 21 total.
Okay. So we'll let we'll just take your initiatives and we're gonna put arrow at the top.
Yeah.
Okay. Go for it, Isaac. Go for that stab.
I'm trying to come up behind him and like get his throat so he can't scream is the goal.
Okay.
But we'll see how it goes. Natural 19.
Okay.
So that's 1, 2, 3. 10 points of damage. Look at that roll. That is awful.
Woo. Okay. 10 points. It is now. So as you go up and this lizard goes in, he opens the door, and as soon as he opens the door, Aru jumps from the bushes, dagger in the back, but he kind of missed the mark a little bit. 10 damage. Let me pop this guy out real quick. May not be able to get to his round, but I gotta see his defenses. Okay. 10 damage from you. It is now...
And I'm going to stay there to block the way.
Okay. No one has tried to wake up Saren yet, so Saren, you're missing a turn. Tiny Cheeks, you're up.
I'm gonna cast.
Is that you didn't do Booming Blade, did you?
No.
Okay. So far, everything's been pretty
All
silent. Just
quiet.
stab in the back, very quiet.
I'm gonna. How much? There's like no space between the edge of the dome and him, right?
There's like a half a foot, or like 2 feet of space in there.
Oh.
I'm gonna say we'll say there's enough for one person to stand between the dome and him, just for the sake of mechanics.
Being able to do things.
Yeah.
Dang, I don't really have.
We'll put the dome as here, let's do this. I'll put you guys over a little bit. We'll put him in that square. And then that work? Not really. But that works for now.
Can I guiding bolt him? I can't do anything because all my stuff is ranged, and I have to be right up on top of him.
How do I make this permanent?
There you go.
Oh.
I mean, you could step out here, right?
Yeah, I couldn't see him over the dome, right? I guess I could.
Yeah, you can
Step
zoom
out
out.
right
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna step out. Bonus action, magic stone, and I'm gonna hit him with that. I'm gonna throw one at him.
Is it a ranged one? Because you got some cover from that door there.
That's fine. That's pretty much all I can do.
Okay.
$26.
Okay. Yeah, with ease. Clonk him in the nose.
All right. Ooh, 8 damage.
Okay. So
I'm gonna
you
slide back into the dome.
thwack him in the nose. Zarik, you're up.
The way to fight for sure.
Yay.
Zarik, what kind of armor do you wear?
Chainmail.
Do you sleep in it? What's the rule? What have we been doing on that? We've been just sort of letting it go, right?
Yeah.
We've just been not doing
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Although
get that.
technically, if you sleep in your armor, you're supposed to get a point of exhaustion.
You got that padded chainmail. Nice and comfy.
Pad,
Here
yeah.
for sleeping in.
Memory foam chainmail.
Yeah, every phone chainmail, yeah.
That sounds lovely.
Cushions the blow
Alright,
when you get hit with a maul.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab my sword. I'm gonna charge out here. About right there.
But that's good.
Move out more.
Stab him with
I'm a-
advantage.
Yeah, you got a
Must
pillow in
have-
your helmet.
I get advantage, right? Because of the flanking.
You do?
Very good.
You needed it.
That's a
I think
hit.
it plus 8. Yeah. Ooh.
7.
12
plus.
damage.
Nice.
Okay. So you go and you
First
stab
attack.
this guy in the belly. He's looking rough. Like you can see he's in pain from whatever's hitting him in the back. He got pelted in the nose with a rock. He's got, right, that was you hit him with. Got a sword in the belly.
Yeah.
Magic rock.
It was a magic
I'll do it
rock.
again.
Worst kind of rock.
Natural 20.
Hey.
Natural 20.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Describe your killing blow, David.
Stab him right through the
Quietly.
chest. My big ol' sword.
Okay, you see as your first swing goes into his chest, and he's like getting ready. You can see him getting ready to scream in pain, but you quickly pull the sword out and get him right in the throat. The scream does not come out. His eyes go blank, and he plops over
Perfect.
Perfect.
in the doorway.
In the doorway. Well, he's an object now. You can roll him
I'm
into
just-
the dome.
I'm just back there sleeping.
Yeah, and you
Just
hear,
conked out
as soon as he hits the ground, you hear from Saren behind
through
you.
the dome.
Don't wake
Yeah, through the
Daddy.
dome.
All right.
Well, now what do we do with this guy?
Just kick him outside.
Who's going to come looking for him?
Maybe he's got a long patrol. Anybody got mold earth?
Let me go check where he came from, see if there's anyone else in that building.
Okay.
So while they're like dealing with that, I'm gonna try to stealth over here and look in this building. See
Okay.
if there's anyone else at home.
Give me a stealth and a perception check. Roll both of them together.
Dang.
It really wants me to have a 21 stealth.
Mm-hmm. Too dark in here. You need to lighten it up a bit.
And a bad perception.
Okay, as you're making your way over here, you don't. It's quiet. You don't see anyone else walking around. It's dark, and you get to this house, and it looks abandoned. You make your way to the door. The door's locked. This door right here. And you kind of make a walk around. There's another door on the backside, but it looks like it's been like sealed over. So it's not only locked, it's like permanently stuck in there. And you can walk around, and there's like whatever was sealing those windows. You can, as you're sort of investigating this, you can see the windows are shut, like shuttered, and latched and locked. And there's also from the inside seems like they've been like sealed up. Something's blocking so the light doesn't come through. However, they didn't do a good enough job on this one facing you guys.
Okay.
Seems empty
I'm gonna
and abandoned.
walk back and roll this guy and see if he has a key on him. I'll come back to. Did you find a key on him?
You search this guy. He does not have a horn.
Yeah.
I took their horn. It's okay.
He does not have a key. He's got a pack with a ration, like a bar.
Yeah.
He's got a water skin. That's about it.
Normal stuff.
Yep. Spear, sword, shield, dagger.
It's okay. The door over there is locked, so that means that if he doesn't have a key, someone locked it. That's still in there, but it looks empty.
Hmm. There was definitely a
I
light
could go
on.
look for like a hide a key or something.
Is there a fake rock out the front?
Well, this is third watch, so I'll just go back to sleep. I'll keep an eye out, and if someone else comes out, then I'll wake you again.
Okay. What you doing with the lizard?
Pull him in, stick him in the cage.
There you go.
You
It's
put-
handy that they had a cage in here.
you in the house with you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you doing with this
The
horn?
corner. The horn's out in the garden, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna go pick it up.
Okay.
Throw it in with my other horns.
You've left a little bit of a blood mess. You gonna leave it?
Sunny cheeks, can you? Well, I can. Maybe you can just help me cover this up a little bit.
We can just dump a bunch of dirt on it and then sweep it
Okay.
away.
Sure. I'll just try to do that.
Kitty litter effect, you know? You just let it soak it up and then you sweep it out.
Give me okay, well, let's say it's like 30 minutes or so, and you can get this all covered up to where it looks good.
It's an abandoned house, too. Pile of dirt, no one would say anything.
Okay, third watch. This was at you got about 2 hours left of your watch, so it's about midnight. It's a little after midnight. But am I off my times? I am off. So we'll say it's around 1 o'clock. You have about an hour left of watch. Hour and a half now.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep an eye on everything, try to see if anyone else comes looking for this guy.
Okay. You go back to your watch, right, Eru? Everyone else is going back to sleep.
Yep.
Saren stays asleep. And you got about an hour left in your watch, and right about that time, when you guys start waking up, Eru, you see some more lights coming. Down that same way that lizard was coming.
From that house or from somewhere
From that
else?
direction. That road.
I'm not gonna lie. Can we end a little early tonight? I am freaking so tired.
We'll end here in just a minute.
All right, cool.
If I see that, I will start waking everybody up. We are going to have company soon.
We should probably just book it out of here, boys.
Yeah, we need to get out of here.
Curry.
Start packing up.
So wake them up, and then I'll head out into. Oops, not him. I'll head out into these bushes and wait.
Okay.
See where they're going.
Yeah, when you get to there, you guys pack up quick. And you can see coming down the road, there's 2 of them. 2 lizards. Both have lanterns. It's like 2 in the morning right now. And they're walking this way. And they're not just like doing a route. They're looking around.
Yeah.
And they're coming this way.
All right. I guess suppose we just like go out the back here. Go out the side door and then just.
You slip through these trees and head this way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you looking to head back to the woods to the west?
I think so. Back to the river so we can follow it.
Give me a stealth,
Um,
just like you did on the way here.
Okay.
While if they're
Anybody
moving that
got
way, I'm
passed
gonna.
without a trace?
I can cast Pass Without a Trace.
I'm going to come
One
out
time.
a little bit, like maybe into these trees here, bushes,
Mm-hmm.
and cast Mage Hand again, and prepare to lift those other 2 horns before they
pass
get to
without a
this
trace.
house.
Okay.
So we can guarantee.
So these 2, they're walking this direction. They're not coming around here. They're coming this way.
Plus 10.
16.
26 for me. So if I get past without a trace, 36.
You got Pass Without a Trace. I got
15
17.
plus the 10, so that'd be 25.
So they are walking around this way, and as your party scoots back towards the woods, and they turn this corner. They're clearly looking for something. They're not just on like a patrol. They're looking for something. They're kind of holding the lantern out as they
Same
look.
gear.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they start heading down this path and kind of circle the road and back up this way.
As they get like right here, as when if they turn that way, that's when I'm going to try to lift those horns.
Give me a sticky fingers check.
Sticky fingers check.
16 for one, and 14 for the other. Wow, those
Man.
are not good.
Okay.
That's really good.
First one you pick easy. Where do you put the horn?
Bring it back to me.
Second one you go to pick. The guard, like, he tilts his head for a moment and he puts his hand, like he felt something. He didn't see you take it as you manage to swing the horn back, and he puts his hand on it and he realizes it's not there. And he stops and looks around, and he looks around on the ground, and he's shining his light around. And he's like bumping the guy next to him, and they're like looking
If I see him
around.
doing that, I'm getting it out of there.
And
Hey.
yeah, you managed to get it back to you by the time he it's like whenever you think you forgot your keys. He's like patting,
Yeah.
stops for a second, and then he realizes, wait a minute, where'd these go? And he's looking around.
Aaron, give the horn to Sunny Cheeks. Sunny Cheeks, turn into a bird, fly across the way, turn back, blow the horn, and fly back. Distraction.
Saren, you're not here.
I'm not there.
I think we ran away.
So they're here, and they're looking around. And the other guy, and then they're looking at each other. They're not saying anything, but they're looking at each other. And the other guy looks down, and he's looking, and he's realizing his horn is gone.
He's having a moment.
Yeah, I'm like, if they're so I wanted to get them as they turned here.
Yeah. Well, you
So-
got one, pulled it
In
back, and
these
by the time you got
bushes.
to the second guy and pulled it back, he's gotten to about that point.
Okay, so I had to scoot up a little bit. I'm
Oh,
in
okay.
there
To get
somewhere.
within range. Okay, I'll scoot it back a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, if they're sort of looking around,
They're
I'm just
looking.
gonna-
Yeah, they're looking around. They look around the ground first, and then they're looking around the perimeter. They do not see you.
I'm just gonna slowly, well, quickly, but slowly sneak away through all the trees back to where I know my party is.
Okay. When you get your last sight you get of them, you see them. They split. One goes back the way they came. The other one goes forward, and they're moving quick.
Okay. Did I hear them say anything?
Mm-mm.
Okay, I'm gonna catch up to my party and be like, I got their horns, but they know that they are missing, so we should go quickly.
Okay. You're back at the woods. You can jump across the river. Oh, you're on the side of the river. You can get into the woods and hide away. It's 2 a.m. That's where we can end.
Okie dokie. I got so many of these horns now. I got
What a
5
collection.
of them.
Horn collector.
All
Start a
right.
band.
All right. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye. Thanks for watching.
See ya.
Bye.